Pro-life lawmakers are demanding a new investigation into Planned Parenthood. It comes after a report by a national pro-life group claims the abortion provider is not reporting suspected child abuse. Correspondent Jason Calvi breaks it down for us. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Wyatt. More than 50 Republican congressmen and senators today signed a letter to HHS Secretary Alex Azar. In it, they say problems with reporting abuse seem to be a pervasive part of Planned Parenthood's culture. They give an example, like an Ohio clinic that failed to tell authorities a teen client said she had been raped by her father.
All of this research is part of this growing body of evidence exposing the systemic abuse cover-up at Planned Parenthood.
Live Action, a national pro-life group, releases its latest bombshell.
So this report's 10 years in the making. The most recent evidence included in the report is from last year. So we understood that this report might come at a time when there was an unfriendly administration if the election had been different in 2016. But thankfully, it's coming at a time when there are folks in places of power that can actually make a difference on behalf of girls and on behalf of those that are in the womb.
The report cites evidence from court cases, state health departments, interviews with former Planned Parenthood managers, and these undercover videos from 2011.
We're involved in sex work,
okay.
So there's some other girls that we kind of manage that they kind of need help too.
Right, we see people from, every walk of life.
Rose is now asking lawmakers on Capitol Hill to defund Planned Parenthood once and for all.
We know that's where the pimps and the traffickers know they can get away with nobody asking questions, abort the baby, get the woman back on the street where the cruelty and the abuse continues unabated. The new Title X regulation. And HHS has to do an aggressive and I think a very robust investigation because it's all about protecting the children.
Planned Parenthood receives roughly $60 million a year from the federal government's Title X family planning program. But new rules implemented by the Trump administration would effectively stop abortion providers like Planned Parenthood from receiving that money. Now, Planned Parenthood's largest chunk of federal funds comes from Medicaid, about $400 million a year versus $60 million in Title X funding. The Trump proposal also would require Title X recipients verify if pregnant teens or teens with STDs are abuse victims, while Title X providers are required by law to follow state law when it comes to reporting any potential abuse.
Jason, what does Planned Parenthood say about all of this?
The nation's largest abortion provider says the proposed Trump rule to cut its Title X funds will hurt women. In the past, Planned Parenthood has said it reported suspected trafficking cases to police. The group hasn't yet responded to our request for a response to the new allegations.
Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi reporting. Thanks, Jason.